What do the Grizzlies need to get back amongst the top teams in the West?
A miracle.
A miracle.
Get the hell out of Memphis. Go to
Are they gonna
Nashville,
trade
man.
Jack?
Let's go to Nashville. I ain't saying leave the state.
Go to Nashville.
Let's go to Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
man.
get that's all I'm saying. But,
Need to for sure.
what they need, but it's I don't.
Pick up the whole.
About to
Memphis.
rebuild.
Y'all down on Memphis?
No, they
I'm
about to
not
rebuild.
down
Who
on
been
them.
up on
I
them?
think they can.
They about to rebuild.
I hope
been
they
up
stay
on?
healthy.
I ain't never thought they was
y'all
gonna
don't do
beat
nothing
nobody.
crazy.
Nah, they about
Not in
to.
the playoffs here.
But I'm just saying, they
I don't care.
I know you don't
I
care,
don't.
but damn.
I don't care who they play in
Memphis
the
a fine
playoffs.
city.
I'm betting against Memphis in every playoff series.
Even if they healthy? Even if Ja healthy?
Can't trust Jaren
Ain't
Jackson.
got no draws on.
Ain't been up. He gonna foul out.
No, they can see.
He gonna foul out.
Now they
If
got
it's a
assets.
7-game playoff
Now
series,
they
he
got
gonna foul out
assets. They
5
can,
of them 7.
You're right, but they got assets now that they can maybe bring in a piece for that.
Win.
Or
Not
with
this
him,
year.
with him.
Not this year. Ain't nobody coming there. Ain't no free agent coming to. Ain't no free agent coming to Memphis.
Oh, buddy, that tore his Achilles. He a good piece too. What's the backup center? He can help him out.
Edie?
You got Edie?
No, not Edie. The young fella with the
Clark?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. He's gonna be back from injury.
You got
So what
Scottie
you gonna
Pippen
do
Jr.
with,
You got to
Scottie
get
Pippen
I'm a big
Jr.
fan of.
I know, that's
They
why
about
I
to
brought
break
him up.
that
there.
team.
I'm a big
up,
fan
man.
of Deuce. Absolutely.
I'm a believer.
Man, they
Ja
get
healthy.
nice.
You just got four.
But you got
just got
Cole,
four
though, that's what I'm saying.
unprotected.
Got a sharpshooter
Oh, point guard,
and
right?
Luke Kennard.
You got the 16th pick in
Like
this
that.
year's draft.
Pippen.
Bro, you about to break that
He already
team
know the
up and
system.
build around Edie and whoever else you got left.
I think they're gonna give Ja one more year.
I mean, so hearing that owner, that whoever that was that got up there and was like, yeah, man, it's not good enough, man.
The Grizzlies have shown to be pretty good at drafting in recent years.
Who?
I'm just,
No, they have. I'm just saying. No, I'm agreeing
It's
with you.
Memphis,
Yes,
man.
but it's Memphis. They not do.
what does that mean?
It's the same thing as Orlando. What are they going to do? What has history has shown?
Yeah, there you go.
Like, I'm sorry to tell you this,
History
and some of you
repeats itself.
fans out there.
Yeah, this is.
At least 15 of y'all teams don't give two shits about basketball. Okay?
Probably more than that.
Right? It's not about this. You are a basketball fan. Those are businessmen. They care about the business.
That's a fact.
These are tax write-offs. I don't know if you know, but you might want to look into the owner's history. Tax write-off. They didn't make their money from the NBA. This is a hobby. Side pocket, conversation shit. Yeah, I own own the Grizzlies and the Patriots, and that's conversation
Patriots are a money franchise.
for amongst these these billionaires. So yes, they're gonna break that team up.
They can't afford to pay him, for one. They can't afford to, they cannot afford to be in any favor. I don't mean to cut you off. But to Gil's point, they can't afford to bring no more major free agents in that motherfucker. They don't sell enough tickets. They don't get enough revenue in that bitch. And to his point, Tennessee is a tax-free state, so it's.
But you got Ja at a discount. You get Jaren Jackson Jr.
I got
at a
everybody at a
discount.
discount. I got
You got
everybody
him
at a
you
discount.
didn't win Defensive Player of the
But
Year.
at the
Make
end of the
All-NBA team.
day,
They both extension eligible too.
what am I doing?
Don't
Don't.
wait.
What am I doing here? What are
gonna
we
pay 'em?
doing? Where are we going? We're going nowhere, right? We're just sitting here, just chilling. We're going nowhere. So you might as well you're going to come up off those asses,
Got to.
right? You're going to sign JJJ back because you got to fill up the roster, right? Ja's going to be on the move either this summer or next summer, for sure, because you're not going to win enough to do nothing impactful with the group you have now for you to say, we're going to keep these. No. You got 4 unprotected picks. All you do is just sitting there praying some lightning happens to Orlando where you can get motherfuckers somebody.
Why not though?
Huh?
You don't think they can win?
Who?
Do what? Win what? Do what?
Who? Orlando?
What,
Yeah, Memphis, no.
what am I winning?
They won. They won before though.
I'm winning 5, 6 with them. 5 go to the playoffs.
When they
man.
was exciting,
It's
they
crowd
was
shit.
exciting.
It's crowd shit, man.
I don't know, bro.
This is business. I mean, only 5 or 6 teams trying to win an
That's
actual championship.
But that's like saying, so you saying John is not trying to win?
No, not players, owners.
But-
you know how much pressure it takes to win?
Handicap them, bro.
Think about what I'm saying. When
That's
you
true.
win, when you're winning, you have to be there. Every decision you make has to be on point. You got to be smart as fuck. Nobody want that kind of pressure. Orlando don't want that pressure. Goddamn Memphis don't want that pressure.
So just imagine when Memphis was a 2 seed a couple years ago, right? Mm-hmm. But they didn't did shit since, right? Sacramento was what a few years ago?
2, 3 seed.
3 seed a couple years ago.
End of the
But they-
playoff drought.
Hey, with the motherfuckers been shuffling players in and out of that motherfucking, hey, you know what? We finna, hey, coaches and players, like, it's.
And when you're in the small market, nobody cares.
But if you're in a small market, are you looking at Indiana? Are you looking at
That's
OKC and
cool.
what they're doing, being in the
Cool.
finals right now, saying,
Now-
we
now
want
what
to follow
happened-
this
That's how
blue?
the roster's put together, though.
Now think about the
spending no money on nobody.
pressure. Now think about the pressure Indiana is going to have next year to get back. When you succeed, there's pressure for you to keep doing it because now the fans want it. So some teams just want to be in the middle of the road.
Hey,
Like
but that's a
mid-major
fact.
making
But
the Final
That's a
Four.
fact because Miami.
Just give them a little
pressure.
chase, and then are we back to
Pressure.
We
mediocrity?
didn't win. It was broke up.
Mid-major
Sorry,
making
first
to
year
the
we
Final
didn't win.
Four.
Yeah, never see y'all later. All right.
Mid-major making it to the Final Four this year,
He's
and
playing basketball, though.
Huh?
It's basketball.
The players can't listen. Players
It
is playing the upper management.
They playing a different game
They're
upstairs.
playing a different game.
But still, you can't control, like, if Ja really, like, I ain't seen Ja look like Ja in a while. What does
And he
Ja
ain't
go
gonna
out
look
there
like I get
Ja?
rid of his friend. I can make Ja not look like Ja. I get rid of his friend.
So he gonna go out there. So
And the new
train
coach
him.
changed the system.
train him, yeah.
Less pick and
Kwame
rolls.
Sisalo.
Like,
Yeah.
Train him, man.
just like that, yeah,
If you don't want him to be Ja, though.
But after the haul that the Grizzlies got for Desmond Bane, some have argued that they should explore the trade market for the other stars on the squad. Gil, you said you think the Grizzlies should consider going in full rebuild and moving on from Ja Morant and
Considering
Jaren
that's
Jackson
what they're
Jr.
doing. It's not considering that's what they're doing. You just gave them 4 unprotected. They can trade that with someone. They're gonna trade 2 of those with Ja. They're gonna trade 2 of those with JJJ. I mean, it's gonna be rebuilding. I mean, there's nothing to hope for. I mean, look at the team. Like, what are you?
You don't have to get
What are you selling?
Draft picks for Ja, though.
Huh?
You get more draft picks for Ja.
No. The problem with Ja is he's undervalued compared to what you're going to get back. So you're getting rid of a superstar name, but because he's not a supermax guy, you're going to have to throw in picks to get a supermax guy. So you will want to trade, him for
But do you
a
want to
max
trade
player.
him for a supermax
Yeah, I was
guy?
about to say.
That's the question, though.
So you train him for?
I don't want to trade a nigga for somebody regular
But then,
who got a regular ass contract.
so if you got a
Like,
supermax
most
guy, you got to
like-
pay a supermax
yeah,
contract. Is
like
that what you want to
OKC
do if
did.
you're Memphis?
no.
Paul George.
What?
Get you to say.
Yeah. Ain't that-
Just get a bunch of picks.
Yeah, but look how that
didn't turn
look how
out
that
right.
turned out
Yeah.
great for OKC.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you Memphis,
You know what I mean?
man, people
Clippers is kicking their ass ever since that, but it made sense then. See, like this trade makes great sense for Orlando today. We don't know what it's going to make 6 years from now when those picks start turning into something. Then we get to see, but it's still all on who's picking. If you don't have an eye, like when people talk about, I don't care about the draft, you should. Because every player that's in the NBA damn near has been through the draft. The fuck are we talking about? They coming through the draft. Your picks ain't worth shit because you don't know how to pick. Right? Oh, look, Wiseman with the second pick. Well, if they would have picked LaMelo, it would have been different.
Yeah.
If they would have picked this person, it would have been different. That's who they picked.
Or if they would have let him be a player that he is, and not try to turn him into Draymond.
Yeah. You try to
The Detroit Pistons with that pick, right? You got that squad. That pick came from what? Otis Thorpe back in '97. That could have been Melo. That could have been Bosh. That could have been goddamn Wade.
Yep.
You picked wrong. You got fucking 4 power forwards back there, and you gonna pick another power forward.
Darko Miller.
That's your fault. Don't say that the draft players was there. 4 Hall of Famers out of 5 picks.
So the point is,
You managed to pick the wrong one.
Picked the
That's
wrong
your
one.
goddamn eye.
those picks hold a lot of weight if you know how to draft correctly. But the Grizzlies have been solid in
They
the
did win the
draft.
chip, though.
But Detroit had
did
the
win the
team.
chip,
though.
though.
They had a team, though.
But that's
They won
what
the
I'm saying.
chip,
You
though.
already got a team. The draft pick you picked didn't have nothing to do with the championship. So now imagine you did pick Melo or Wade or Bosh. That secures your greatness moving forward.
Why
do
wouldn't
that
they,
stunt.
why wouldn't they pick Chris Bosh?